I think we have a comment from Dana Svara.
Sure. There's different considerations or different concepts of competition according to a person's consciousness. Perhaps in the mode of ignorance or tamagun, maybe competition to see who's going to be the biggest drug lord or warlord. In passion, who's going to have the best company, who's going to make the most profit. But there's also competition in goodness. For example, we have the historical, the Kakutil, I think is how it's pronounced, the natives of Vancouver Island. They had the potlatch. And they would have a competition to see who could give the most away. So they would all work very hard for 3 months, 4 months, and then they'd have a competition. They'd all come together and give everybody whatever they produced, and then whoever gave the most away, they got the most honor. And they were held in the highest esteem. And whatever was left over, they would burn. And then again, they would set out to create a bunch of goods, everybody according to their own ability, and then they would have another potlatch and give it all away. So that's one expression of competition. But the competition in goodness would also be to see who can be the kindest, who can be the most generous, like that. So according to a person's consciousness, they can use competition, or they will use competition according to their own way of thinking.
I think Nils has something too.
Actually, I think this question is more complicated than that. Because in competition, there's a winner and a loser, or several losers. And just to take an example, one of my daughters was a very good runner, but she didn't want to win because somebody else would lose and then be sorry. So I think that peaceful competition, most people think is fine, but it is more complex than that, I think.
I'd like to add from the world of art that art could not exist without competition, and ancient Athens, that we all admire so much, was based on competition between the arts and arts competing. That was what made the high level of art. So in art, you actually admire the winner, and you mirror yourself, and you need the winner as an idol and as a master. So I think if you look at the world of art, that's a great way to use a competition, because there's no losers. Yeah.